Stop wasting your time. How many times have you told yourself you'll do something tomorrow, only for that tomorrow to never come? You want to work out, start a business, learn a new skill, but you just keep putting it off. This isn't about a lack of motivation. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It feels good for a moment, but it quickly fades away. It's to truly beat procrastination, we need to understand the science behind why we do it. You might think procrastination is a modern problem, a side effect of smartphones and endless entertainment, but that's not true. Dr. Piers Steel, one of the world's leading researchers on this topic, found evidence of procrastination in Egyptian hieroglyphs from thousands of years ago. Ancient Greek poets wrote about it. Even the famous poet Saint Kabir wrote, "The work of tomorrow, do it today. The work of today, do it now." So, if we've known about this problem for centuries, why is it getting worse? In the last 40 years, chronic procrastination has skyrocketed by 300 to 400%. Today, almost half the world's population frequently procrastinates. We tend to delay the important, serious tasks, the ones that require real mental or emotional effort. Instead, we escape into easy, fun activities like scrolling through social media or binge-watching a new series. Deadlines are often the only thing that forces us into action. Think about your college days. A professor assigns a project due in a month. For 29 days, you do nothing. Then, the night before it's due, panic sets in. You pull an all-nighter, fueled by caffeine, and somehow submit it just in time. Studies show that a staggering 80 to 95% of college students are procrastinators. But what happens when there are no deadlines? What about your personal goals, like getting fit, writing a book, or repairing a relationship? Without a deadline, the procrastination can become infinite. These are the things we end up regretting most in life, the dreams we never pursued, the health we neglected. Procrastination isn't just about wasted time. It leads to real-world consequences like increased stress, anxiety, depression, and constant fatigue. To solve this, we need to look at the science. Over the years, psychologists have developed several theories to explain why we procrastinate. Let's break them down. First is the expectancy theory, developed by Victor Vroom in 1964. It states that our motivation depends on whether we expect a positive outcome. If you believe you have a low chance of succeeding at a task, your motivation to even start it will be very low. Why bother if you think you're going to fail anyway? Next is the psychological need theory from the 1960s. David McClelland's proposed that we are all driven by three basic needs: the need for achievement, the need for affiliation or connection with others, and the need for power or influence. We are most motivated to do tasks that satisfy our dominant need. If a task doesn't align with what drives you, you're more likely to put it off. Then we have the cumulative prospect theory, also known as loss aversion. From Nobel laureates Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman, their research showed that the pain of losing something is psychologically twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. This means we are far more motivated to avoid a loss than to achieve a gain. For example, the fear of losing $100 is a much stronger motivator than the excitement of winning $100. Finally, there's the hyperbolic discounting theory. This one is simple. We value immediate rewards much more than future rewards. Our brains are wired for instant gratification. The promise of being healthy in a year is less motivating than the immediate pleasure of eating a pizza right now. This is why it's so hard to stick to long-term goals. In 2006, Dr. Piers Steel and Dr. Cornelius Koenig combined all these ideas into one powerful meta-theory called temporal motivation theory. They created a formula: motivation equals expectancy times value, divided by 1 plus impulsiveness times delay. Let's unpack that. Your motivation to do something increases if your expectation of success is high, and if the reward of value is high. On the other hand, your motivation decreases if you are very impulsive and easily distracted, and if there's a long delay before you get the reward. This formula beautifully explains why we'd rather watch a funny cat video now than work on a project that's due in a month. The cat video gives us a small, immediate reward, while the project's reward is far in the future. But even this comprehensive formula had a missing piece. Psychologists like Tim Pychyl argued that one of the biggest drivers of procrastination is the fear of failure. We don't just delay tasks because they're boring or difficult. We delay them because we're afraid of being judged. We're afraid of what others will think if we try and don't succeed. This fear can be so paralyzing that we choose not to try at all. So, now that we understand the science, how do we actually stop procrastinating? The solutions are hidden within these very theories. First, practice self-reflection. The next time you find yourself procrastinating, don't just feel guilty. Ask yourself why. Is it because you don't believe you can succeed? That's expectancy theory. Is the task boring and offers no reward? That's value. Is the reward too far in the future? That's delay. Is your phone buzzing every 2 minutes? That's impulsiveness. Or are you simply afraid of failing? Once you identify the root cause, you can apply the right solution. If the task doesn't seem important, use loss aversion to your advantage. Instead of thinking about what you'll gain, think about what you'll lose if you don't do it. What are the negative consequences? This can be a powerful motivator. If you're procrastinating because you lack confidence, lean into your strengths. Align your tasks with what you're good at or passionate about. This taps into the psychological need theory. Build momentum with tasks where you feel competent. If you're struggling with a big, long-term goal, the delay is killing your motivation. The solution is to break it down. Turn that one massive project into 10 small, manageable steps. And here's the key. Reward yourself after completing each small step. This creates a sense of immediate gratification, hacking the hyperbolic discounting theory. You're essentially creating a series of small, immediate rewards to keep you going. And finally, if your problem is the fear of failure, you need to reframe your mindset. Understand this. Not trying at all is the biggest failure. The regret from inaction is far more painful and long-lasting than the regret from taking action and failing. As researchers Gilovich and Medvec found, in the short term, we might regret our actions. But in the long term, we overwhelmingly regret the things we didn't do. You have to overcome your ego and stop worrying about what other people might say. By understanding the scientific reasons behind your procrastination, you can stop fighting a losing battle against it and start using these strategies to work with your brain, not against it. It's not about finding more willpower. It's about being smarter with your approach. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you improve your life. See you in the next one.